Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie and today I'm here with another Black Friday sneak peek from Diamond Art Club. Thanks to Diamond Art Club for sending this over ahead of the big Black Friday release. I hope this is helpful for you all to decide if you want to be adding this kit to your shopping list for Black Friday. Now, if you haven't seen, Diamond Art Club so far this week has been previewing some amazing new releases that are going to be coming out. They've been previewing like 20 a day. It's like 10 on Facebook, 10 on Instagram, and oh my gosh, there's some breathtaking kits that have already been previewed and more to come as of the time of this filming. Now, the release time is going to look a little different from regular weekend releases. So the official Black Friday general release time is going to be Black Friday morning, which is going to be Friday, I almost said Saturday, Friday, November 29th at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. So it's an unusual time. Even more unusual, but really exciting, is that if you're in the Diamond tier of the rewards program, you get a really early access window that actually begins at midnight Eastern time on Friday, so like that much earlier, and then which is the same as 9 p.m. Pacific time on Thanksgiving evening. So if you want to count down to that Diamond tier early release time at 9 o'clock, feel free to join me and a couple of my friends. We're going to be doing our annual live stream here starting 2 hours before that Diamond release time. We'll be here at 7 o'clock. It'll be linked below if you want to set a notification reminder and see the start time in your local time zone. We'd love to have you here, and there's always lots of fun to be had. Now, let's go ahead and get into this kit, because this kit has some special drills in it and I need to know what they are. So what we're going to be looking at today is a beautiful kit called Nemesis by Emile Jarrige. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing that. I think it's French, but 65 by 90.8 centimeters. So on the bigger side, it's 25.6 by 35.8 centimeters. This features Diamond Art Club's recently upgraded packaging, including the rendering being wrapped around the top of the box. We have some pretty blue branding down here that you'll see with their square drill kits. Here's a look at how many colors we're going to have, and we have an AB, an electro, fairy dust, and then this special diamond, which is probably going to be a special shape. I need to see what it is, but a total of 95,000 plus drills in this kit in total. On the back, there's some information about how to diamond paint, as well as what your kit contents are going to be, and on the end of the box is the original artwork and the name and whatnot. This is helpful if you're like me and you store your kits kind of stacked on top of each other, and when you're trying to find a kit, now all you have to do is just look at the end of the box and you will see, the name of the kit, as opposed to having to pull them out and look at the artwork on the box or something like that. Anyway, so let's open this up. This is the part of my video when I would normally mention that I do have a 20% off discount code for first time buyers, which I do. It's my name, Katie, Katie, and the number 20. That being said, Black Friday, if you're shopping during the Black Friday sale, in the past several years, Diamond Art Club's Black Friday sale has been better than virtually every other sale that they've run during the year. So that's probably going to be what you want to shop with if you're shopping on Black Friday. And coupon codes, discount codes are not stackable. You can, if you have gift cards, you can use gift cards, but you cannot combine discount codes. And yeah, you're going to want to take advantage of that Black Friday price point sale that is. Anyway, here's what all was included. There is an upgraded toolkit I'm just going to give you a quick look at. They did also recently update this from when they updated the new packaging. We got these new toolkits too. I've reviewed parts of these toolkits and various videos on my channel. Those will be linked below if you want to hear me go in depth. I did a full review and demo for the new twist and pick pens. These come preloaded with putty, and when you twist them, gradually some putty will start to come out the end, sometimes as kind of a delayed reaction. So you can use that, and it's a little more ergonomic than the old pens. On the end is a skinny 4-placer, which that's really in there. You can take it out and you can fit other placers in here, including the 7-placer that they also include right here. Additionally, they also include one of the old standard brass tips, or not old, but basic brass tips. They're in the old pen. So if you prefer these tips to this one, you can just pop this in the end and it basically functions the same as the old pens did. We also do get some pink wax and some additional putty in case you run out of the putty that's already preloaded in the pen. You get a bag of baggies. Last but not least, we do get a new tray. This is my favorite of the toolkit upgrades. I like how it's so much bigger and that the walls are higher. You can just fit a lot more drills in it. They also come with a sliding lid, and this is a removable stopper and cut cutouts, so these are actually stackable as well. So definitely the biggest and best of the upgrades in my personal opinion as far as the toolkit goes. Diamond Art Club also includes this pamphlet with some really helpful info in it. Here's their socials. You want to follow Facebook and Instagram to see all the new releases. Here's their tips and tricks, some step-by-step instructions, your kit contents, VIP Facebook group. That's what this QR code is for. This is really handy once you've made your first purchase, especially this Black Friday week, because there are a couple of folks in there that are doing an amazing job of posting each day, both of the images that have been previewed each hour, and then a final roundup post at the end of each day. So you can see all the kits that have been previewed and map out what you would like to add to your shopping list. And then this is 20% off, specifically your first purchase through the app, which again, Black Friday sale is probably going to be a lot better than that. So here we have a set of stickers, which are really helpful. These are all separate stickers, as are these over here. And I want to give you a look at the original artwork. I can see why this is going to have 81 colors because this is so colorful, very rainbowy. I like to use these stickers in my paper logbook once I start working on a kit. Then we have a set of pre-cut sticker labels. These are really handy for, like, I like to put them on my storage containers once I kit up my diamonds. And so yeah, 81 colors. The code you see in the right-hand column is the DMC code for that color. It comes from the DMC brand of floss, and most diamond painting companies do use this color code system. Diamond Art Club has a couple things I do want to point out, though, specifically at the end of the color list. So you will usually see some codes that have letters at the beginning. For example, we have 6 fairy dust colors that start with the letter Z. This is going to be our special shaped diamond that we'll see what that is when we open it up. These start with the letter Y. These are pretty rare. You don't see them in a ton of kits. K, this is going to be an electro diamond, and AB is going to be an AB. These used to be numbered under the number 150 with a code over there, and they recently did change that. Then you will also sometimes see numbers with a code in the 6000s range. These are unique to Diamond Art Club. They're actually colors that Diamond Art Club has created to fill gaps in the DMC color code system. Since they make all their drills in-house, they are able to do that. Then we also have our Treasure Quest card. This is part of a new secondary rewards program. So they still have the same primary rewards program where you can earn points and whatnot, but this one is another way to earn rewards and also is a really fun collectible. So you have the artwork and the name. If you flip it over to the back, they're slowly rolling out cards that actually tell you exactly what the rank of card is right on here. But for now, and for some of these original cards, you're just going to be looking at the colors and kind of the exact shapes. I believe this is going to be a bronze card. There's bronze, silver, gold, and black, with black being the rarest. You can scratch this off for a redeemable code, a redemption code. And once you have certain combinations of the various ranks of cards, you can turn in those redemption codes for things like a gift card or even a custom diamond painting. So everything else is going to be included in this bag. Let's take a look and see how big and gorgeous this kit is. These colors already, okay, I'm a sucker for rainbows. I don't know if anyone else is. I can see where the special drills are already going to go. There's these kind of big blocks that look like they're going to take up the space of 4 diamonds maybe there. And sorry for the glare. Get you a better look at this here. You can kind of see her face a little bit there. Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. All of those pretty colors. Okay, let me roll this backwards. And especially because I was struggling with that glare, let me go ahead and pop up a picture on the screen for you so you can see the whole canvas in frame and kind of get a better look at this whole gorgeous mermaid. This will also help it lay more flat. All right. There we go. Much better. That's also much better. So there you can see how she's looking. So let me take you on a tour of the features of the canvas. So up here at the top, we have their branding, Do What Makes You Sparkle, Diamond Art Club. The edges of the canvas are scalloped and poked, so you shouldn't have to worry about any fraying. The back on the canvas is this really soft material, and overall, I feel like the weight and material of the canvas does lay flat well and hold drills well. They do use poured glue on their canvases that is pretty sticky. I haven't had issues with drills falling off my canvases. And they use a nice thick plastic cover that comes with these perforated sections kind of already pre-done for you, and these pink lines to help you see where the edges of those sections are. So these look like they, this cover was placed on here correctly. I'm really happy to see that with most of my new releases. If you happen to run into a kit that's an older release where you have any transfer, take a look at one of my earlier sneak peek videos, like from a few weeks ago, and I talk about it in more detail detail there, but basically contact customer support and they'll take you from there is the short answer. And then here we have a legend up here at the top left, as well as over here at the bottom right. And then at the bottom left, we have the title, the thumbnail, the size, and then copyright. So what this means is that this is legally licensed artwork. So Diamond Art Club has the artist permission to use this artwork and is compensating the artist as well. Here we have their socials and yet another discount code. And here we have a little bit of information about their lifetime warranty. As long as you're the original owner and purchaser of your kit, you're covered under the lifetime warranty. That includes things like if you were to run out of drills or run into any other issues. Looking up close, I just want to get a good sense for what kind of confetti and color blocking there is in this kit. Color blocking is like what we have in here in the background, where it's sometimes literal blocks of the same color in a small area. So like we have this X, or yeah, kind of like partial X anyway. So you'll be able to grab a multi-placer and zip your way through areas like that. You'll also have that color in your tray more often. We do have some confetti in this piece definitely as well. I'm guessing we'll have some in her hair too, but there's some of it in here, what we call confetti. Confetti is where you have more color changes in a small area. So the nice thing is you will get some more detail and but you'll be doing more single placing and changing out the color in your tray a little bit more often as well. It does look like this kit's going to have a nice mix of both. So I think that'll be, you know, you'll be able to get a little bit of both. Okay, so you see that big 98 that's taking up like 4 drill spaces. That's going to be our special shape drill. And we will take a look at exactly what color that is, what kind of the finished effect of that drill is as soon as we get into the diamonds. Her face is striking. Oh my gosh, her eyes look incredible. Oh my gosh. And then yeah, here's all this like rainbow of colors in her hair and in her fins. That's why we need those 81 colors. It has to be. And a little bit of color blocking with the shading in the background and the ocean and those fun bubbles too. So let me grab my measuring tape. I do like to just go ahead and measure these. Even though Diamond Art Club 99.99% of the time is like just spot on with their measurements, but every once in a while, you know, sometimes you might catch something and you just let them know and they just fix it. And let's see. Oops, I flipped my measuring tape. Well, that's not gonna help it be very accurate. Okay, about 65 centimeters that way. Okay, we're right on the nose. We're within like a couple tenths of a centimeter each way. So we are good to go in that sense. Here's a look at our diamonds. Let's open this up and take a peek. So there is a sticker on here that tells you what kit these go with, just in case you store these separate from the canvas. And there is that. Love the colors. A lot of times with like underwater pieces, because I have done a lot of mermaid kits, quite a lot actually. And often they don't have necessarily the most variety of color, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. But it's really, really fun to see such a rainbowy mermaid, such a really, really colorful mermaid in this one. I feel like it's just going to be really enjoyable to work on. Here's our first special drill. It's our first of 6 fairy dust colors. This is Z3849. Fairy dust diamonds have it's like a pearlescent shimmer. It's like a fine glitter coating on the tops of the diamonds, and it has a really subtle effect, but it is absolutely my favorite of the special drills the Diamond Art Club has. So this is a nice kind of like dark aqua blue color. Diamond Art Club does print the DMC codes on each of these bags, so you know exactly which one you're looking at. These are square drills. Diamond Art Club does make all of their square drills in-house, and that typically gives them pretty good quality control, and the drills themselves tend to be pretty consistent in size and shape, which is wonderful. Here's our next fairy dust diamond, Z703. That's more of like a lime green-ish. It's light green, I suppose. This is a nice yellow green, Z165. So we've had 3 of our fairy dust colors already. And yes, I'm definitely going to take you through the canvas and we will take a look at where all of these special drill colors are going to be found. So here's our 6000s range colors, or at least a couple of them. So you can see there's not a special coating on these. They're just special in that apparently those shades of brown do not exactly exist in the DMC color code. Ooh, I see our special shape drills. But first, here's our 4th fairy dust color. It's a nice kind of bubblegum pink, Z3354. And then here's our special shaped drill. So Y198. These look like they're quad cubes, like with a white AB coating. These are absolute showstoppers. You can see why drills like these, they don't necessarily have a place for in every single kit, but seeing these, we know already they're going to be in her, I don't know if this is so much a necklace or it's kind of like just this thing that's draping from her choker across her like shoulders. It's almost like a, I don't know what you would call it. It's just like a cold shoulder thing going on. But that's going to be so incredibly pretty. So love to see that. That is our special drill. Special shape drill. Obviously, we have lots of special drill colors, but how Diamond Art Club calls it is they just call that one a special drill as opposed to giving it another name when we were looking at the listing and whatnot. So this rainbow of colors is so pretty. Now I'm going to have to find some storage that I can fit 81 colors into. Here's our next fairy dust color. I think we're on number 5 if I'm counting correctly. This is a nice light brown, Z3854. Really nice warm light brown. And we're getting close to the end here. I think this looks like our last strand. I don't think we've seen our AB yet. Well, there it is though. Here is our one and only AB diamond. Now AB stands for, I'm just double checking, yeah, 1. Aurora Borealis. These are named after the Northern Lights, and if you take a look, they have this really iridescent coating, just like those big quad cubes did. These have a really sparkly iridescent coating that is also very eye-catching. These are just in a normal size compared to the others. I'm gonna go ahead and keep you zoomed in because we are just in this last strand here, and I should have 2 more. Yep, here we go. Here is our second to last special drill, Z368. Just the smallest amount of this one. I hope it's not going to be hard to find because Diamond Art Club does always give you extra. This is Z368. Then here's our one and only Electro Diamond with some straggler, you know, mint drills from the next one over. K444. Now this is one of just a few Electro colors that Diamond Art Club has, and Electro is the name that Diamond Art Club gives to their metallic drills. This is a gold metallic finish on the top and is like really quite up there in terms of how eye-catching and striking it is to that special shape drill that we had too. So, all right, there's all of our drill colors. Let's go ahead and I'm going to take us down to the bottom of the canvas and we're going to look for those special drill colors. I'm just going to familiarize myself with the symbols real quick. Okay, so I do see some of that dark aqua color. It's in this light blue here in her tail, a little bit of it here as well. There's some of, so we had kind of those 3 shades of green, right? We had kind of the darker one, the medium light one, and then the light one that was almost a yellow green color. So that yellow green color is going to be in this section, the lightest yellow you see in this part of her tail. The kind of medium light green is in here, and it's also in here as well. And then that dark green, which we just had the smallest amount of, is actually just lightly sprinkled right in this area. And then we also have, let me see, we have some of the light kind of yellow green fairy dust in here. And some of the medium, I'll just call it medium green fairy dust right here. Then some of the blue aqua fairy dust over here in this fin. And then, let's see. On the side of her arm going up, we have some of that yellow green fairy dust right here. And then there's some of the aqua blue fairy dust and some of these light blues in her hair, as well as in this jewel that's hanging from her necklace. There's also some of the gold Electro is in the gold, kind of like, it's the metals of her necklace here and here. There's just a couple of that AB color right here, which is kind of like a taupe AB. And then, let me see. As we're moving up here, there's some more of the blue aqua fairy dust over here. Just checking to see, there's when we're talking about like 81 colors, it's a lot. Over in this seaweed over here, there's also, some of the medium green fairy dust in here, as well as in the seaweed here. And then there's some of the yellow green fairy dust up here. I haven't seen any of the pink fairy dust yet, or the kind of brownish fairy dust, the light brown fairy dust. I haven't seen those yet, so I want to make sure. Okay, in the star though, in her necklace, actually there's some of that brownish fairy dust, and then there's a bunch of the gold Electro in here, and then some of the yellow green fairy dust as well. Then in the seaweed on either side, there's some of the kind of medium green fairy dust color. Hopping over here to this fin, there's some of the yellow green fairy dust in here. And in her hair through here is some of that kind of brown fairy dust color. Was it brown or orange? Got it right there. Yeah, it was a brown. It was a light brown. There's some of the light brown right here. And then here I think is some of that darker green fairy dust, that one that we had just the tiniest amount of. And then there's some of the yellow green fairy dust right here. And then here, obviously, those big white blocks you see, that's going to be that big quad cube that's a white AB. That's going to be really, really pretty. And then in the center, in this pink area right here, that is where some of the pink fairy dust is going to be found, as well as some of these pink areas on her shoulders, some of the light pink areas. On either shoulder, actually, there's going to be some of that light pink fairy dust color. There's got to be some more in her hair and her fins, right? So let's see. Okay, there's a little bit more of the light brown fairy dust in the light brownish areas of her hair. It's highlighting up here, actually, at the top of her head, too. I'll go ahead and bring you down a little bit more. In her ears over here, there's some pink fairy dust, as well as over in this ear. There's some, oh, no, I had that wrong. It is over here. It's not in this one. Okay, sorry about that. Hopping over to her tail over here, I am seeing there's some of the some of the yellow-green fairy dust in these light yellow areas. There's also some of the medium green fairy dust in some of these similar areas. There's that yellow-green again. Convinced that I'm forgetting about a special drill. I am. There it is. There is the darker blue or darker aqua fairy dust is in these parts of her tail. Hopping over to her hair over here, there's some more of that light brown fairy dust in these lighter parts of her hair. And okay, no. Coming back to her face though, because I did see okay, so in her eyes, which are so in glare, I'm sorry. In her eyes here, there's some of that taupe AB, and then there's these little dots, which in the original artwork, do I have that handy? I do. So these little accent marks on her brow, a lot of those are going to be taupe ABs, which is such a pretty way to kind of give a little bit of accent to those. That's going to be really, really pretty. I do like that a lot. And then some of these, a good part of the waves up here, a good part of these shades of blue are actually going to be the dark aqua fairy dust color. And then we have some of the light yellow fairy dust doing this outline on this shell and some this shell. And then some of this pink coral, or a good amount of this pink coral, has the pink fairy dust in it and is outlined. This light outline is the taupe fairy dust, and then we have a couple of bubbles that are the taupe. Oh no, taupe AB, not fairy dust. Sorry. And then these bubbles are the taupe AB too. A little bit of aqua blue fairy dust in here. Some of the taupe AB sprinkled in this shell, and on this ear, that's taupe AB. I think. Okay, I see some of the medium green fairy dust sprinkled on either side of her forehead. And I think that's all that I'm seeing. Does not mean that that's all that's there. Very possible, as always, that I missed some. Just by, I think, virtue of having a kit like this that just does have a lot of color, and especially in the areas that there are special drills, we're talking about a lot of confetti. But hopefully I still gave you a good sense for what to expect, and what I was most excited about sharing with you and making sure we found were those really special drills, like the gold electro, I was just like, did they hide any gold electro here that I missed? I don't think so. But like the gold electro and the special shaped diamond and everything. So like I said, hopefully did give you a sense. A lot of this is where I would expect it to be, like in her tail fin, in her hair, of course, in her shells, in her jewelry, down in her tail down here. A lot of places I would expect to see special drills in a mermaid kit. So anyway, guys, this is Nemesis. I wonder why she has that name. I'll have to go look up the artist profile and see if she's like given a backstory, if the artist has given a backstory to this mermaid. But this is Nemesis and is coming out for Black Friday from Diamond Art Club. The release time info, the countdown live, a ton of helpful information is going to be in the description box of this video. So please do take a look there if you want to be sure that you have all that info at your fingertips. Also, make sure you're following along on Diamond Art Club's socials for the most up-to-date information as well. But this is the part where you let me know in the comments, did this one make the cut as far as your potential shopping list for the weekend or wish list for the future? Or are you just going to enjoy it vicariously seeing others work on it? Now, we don't know right now as the time of this filming, and we usually don't until actual release time. We don't know what the exact sale amount is going to be. In past years, though, it has definitely been much better than that 20% off that seems to otherwise kind of be where they will top out at. So, I mean, there are exceptions, of course, but what I'm saying is typically Black Friday just tops any other sales they run throughout the year. So hopefully it's going to be another good one in that sense. And if nothing else, there is definitely going to be a lot of beautiful pieces for us to shop from. I'm gonna have to narrow my shopping list down somehow, but yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. And, either way, thanks for watching. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. Please do subscribe if you want to stay up to date with my diamond painting videos. I do a lot of different unboxings here, and you'll see some more Black Friday sneak peeks from me here in the next couple of days, I hope. So stay tuned for that, and have a day and a week that's as amazing as you are. Happy Thanksgiving to those of you that are celebrating, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.